look at these grains of salt. To the naked eye, they all look the same. But under a microscope, you can easily spot the differences. But every electron in the universe is absolutely identical to every other electron. If we could magically swap every electron in your body with some other electron, there would be no change. You would still be you.
Emergent property of a system is one that is not a property of any component of that system, but is still a feature of the system as a whole. An emergent behavior or emergent property can appear when a number of simple entities operate in an environment, forming more complex behaviors as a collective. There is no physical property of an individual molecule of air that would lead one to think that a large collection of them will transmit sound. No elementary particle has color, but arranged in atoms they absorb or emit specific wavelengths of light, and can thus be said to have a color. Infinite 888.
So what if the atoms get recycled? It's like you are arguing that the Empire State Building should collapse if we were to change a window.
Nykytyne2.
Because if the identity is not found in the material which makes up the body, then we have two options. 1. There is no identity, there is no enduring self. But that flies in the face of our own personal experience. 2. The identity is in something non-material.
Really, are those the only choices? This is of course a fallacy. Logical fallacy of division. A fallacy of division occurs when one reasons logically that something true of a thing must also be true of at least some of its constituent parts. An example. If a Boeing 747 can fly unaided across the ocean, then one of its jet engines can fly unaided across the ocean. According to an emergent perspective, intelligence emerges from the connections between neurons, and from this perspective it is not necessary to propose a soul to account for the fact that brains can be intelligent, even though the individual neurons of which they are made are not.
All normal matter is made from electrons and two other tiny little guys called quarks. Put those three things together, let them interact, and you get all the incredible complexity that makes the universe such an interesting place. But how does that happen? How do you get somebody like Leonardo da Vinci from mixing just 3 different particles? How do you go from such simplicity to such incredible complexity? Let me take you on a journey, and together we just might figure it out. Along the way, we will probe life, consciousness, and the inner workings of the human brain, and just maybe uncover a few surprises.